Hello, everyone. Sending you guys some love and some hugs as we get ready for High Vibe Monday. As you guys know, I love to come live or make a recorded video. I love to every Monday get you guys a fresh message channeled straight from spirit to you guys so that you can make the best of the week ahead. So definitely always come back. I love comment below. What was your biggest takeaway? What did you manifest because what spirit said? I love it when I get emails from people. I listened to your spirit guides and I made 7,000. I listened to your spirit guides and I got a date. So you guys give me those comments on your takeaway from this message. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Yeah. Being you, blame, guilt, stuck in the past. Being you, blame, guilt, stuck in the past. Stuck in the past means it's ego. If you're in the past, if you're in the future, it's ego. If you're present, grounded right now, you're present, you're enjoying life in the moment, you're tapped into your inner being and your connection to hear what it is you need to hear for your personal and customized manifestation. You guys all have internal access to source within you. You are source that came down in a physical body. We don't really care what's going on in the current spiritual scene right now about your source in a physical body, your physical body experiencing a spiritual. That doesn't matter. That's semantics. That doesn't matter. You are source. Source is infinite love and infinite intelligence. You right here, right now, have access to, if you would get quiet and shut everything else out. We're guiding Kelly to slowly start, hey, cut back on your TikTok time. Cut back on your TikTok time. Cut back with how many people you're hanging out with. Did that have some heartstrings being pulled for Kelly? I can't stop hanging out with so-and-so. She's like, well, who are my friends then? Not to that degree, but we're just trying to give you guys an example. Cut back from the outside noise so that you can hear yourself. Cut back from the outside noise so that you can hear for yourself. That's our goal for you. Because what happens is you're on the journey of manifesting, and when manifesting more than your parents ever achieved, ever experienced in their life. We like to call that becoming who you really are, but you guys would most relate to it by, I'm trying to pass that income gap, that income barrier from like my parents. And what it is, becoming who you really are, manifesting more than your parents had, you're a little stuck in blame. You know, I wouldn't have it so hard passing this income gap or getting this degree if you guys had raised me differently. Blame. Maybe if you guys didn't abuse me, for those of you who went through that, if you guys had reared me differently, I would have been better suited for that. You are giving up all of your power when you do that. And we're not discrediting that everyone has a different launch pad. Everyone has a different launch pad. Some people, their launch pad is further ahead in terms of physical health. Some people's launch pads are further ahead in terms of hearing spirit and being able to translate it. Everyone has a different launching pad, and that's the point. That's what makes you guys unique. So this is my starting pad, and it's because of you were my parents. Or are you going to get out of blame, out of living in the past, and tap into, this is a sobering moment. This is my launch pad. I feel so behind, and I feel like others have it easier than me. I feel like I have it so hard. That puts you in an empowered place. You have access to infinite intelligence and infinite love within you. I feel behind. I feel like this is harder than it needs to be. And I feel like because of my childhood, because of my rearing, this is harder for me than it has to be. What do you now know? What is your now clarity? I now know I'd like it to feel easier. I now know I'd like it to feel smoother. I'd like to feel a sense of ease in my journey. I'd like it to lighten up a little bit. Maybe like I'm just dropping 5 pounds. Just drop another 5 pounds. I'd like my path to feel smoother. Maybe this could be one of those things that I learned quickly. Maybe this is one of those things that Kelly's really starting to understand, that a manifestation is like a flower. Sometimes when you want something, are you just able to instant manifest it? That's the case where you already have a flower. You already have a default expectation, a knowing of how it works, an understanding of how it comes in. And you clip the plant, grow it, a new one's already, it just needs to grow the roots, but a new one's already there. Some manifestations are like planting a whole new seed. Sometimes at the beginning, you're like, ooh, not that soil. Let me clean out some of my old belief systems. Let me get the rocks. Let me get all the yuck stuff out. Okay, that soil's fine. Let me add in some fertilizer, affirmations for new ways of viewing things. Okay, now that the soil is fertile, now that my mind is right, I've cleaned out a lot of thoughts that don't work. I've added in a lot of new thoughts that as a fertile ground for this seed to plant. Now you've got to water it and send it love as it grows roots. 99% of your manifestation is an emotional journey. Grow the roots, then you grow the stem. The main, Kelly can't recall the word for it, the main branch, the stem, the trunk. And sometimes what happens is you start to grow a branch and you're, oh my God, I'm finally starting to see signs of it. And you think it's the flower up top, but then you come to find out, oh, he wasn't the one, wah, wah, wah. And you dip down back in despair as if you had just planted the seed. But in reality, that was a branch. Nothing is holding you back other than your thoughts. Oh, well, wait, this branch grew, got, leaves going for more photosynthesis so that my stem could have even more energy to grow bigger and more powerful. This was along my path all along. Oh, now here's my flower. Can you become comfortable that it's an emotional journey? Get out of blame from the past, teachers, parents, upbringing, which side of the freeway. This is my launching pad, sobering reality. Some of you might like to call this. This is my launch pad. It sucks. I don't like it. So universe, can we get some of the segment of the journey to be quicker, please? You can 100% put your focus on manifesting a little bit quicker. You can 100% put your focus on, hey, universe, here, we'll give you a good example. Many of you have been following Kelly's journey. You know about her childhood that she grew up in, chaotic. A lot of people would call it abusive. Mother had a diagnosis. Father wasn't too helpful. And Kelly realized she has cleaned up so many inner children. So many inner children, so many different ways of doing it. Shadow work, shaman, mirror work, inner child work, teal swan completion process. And then she just hit a point of like, you know what? Wait a second. I've cleared up so many inner children, yet I see people who, when I look at them, I see their inner children screaming at me. Yet she's married. Yet she's making a mill. That's when Kelly realized she has a belief system that until she's perfect, until she's whole and complete, until she's gotten rid of all the baggage from the past, then she'll be good enough. Many of you are carrying that same belief system, and you only would have seen it if we used Kelly as the example. Kelly went, well, maybe that belief system, because she's learned you don't want to just hack the bush down. You don't just want to, if you're going 90 miles an hour, you don't just slam the brakes, because then that messes things up, right? So Kelly went, maybe that thought isn't the most helpful thought. Maybe that belief system that I've been living with, a belief system is simply a thought that you've been thinking a lot. She's like, maybe that thought isn't the most helpful. It might not be. Universe, and this is where she, instead of just manifesting, I want to feel perfect right now, I want to feel whole and complete in my body right now, she's like, universe, can you just show me that I'm in the right direction? Show me that I'm in the right direction, like a sign that the slight de-escalation of this thought is in the right direction for me to get all the manifestations that I desire. She was on TikTok. She saw a lady. Kelly looked at her and went, oh my God, that lady has an anxious attachment style. Kelly helps coach people out of that all the time. She's a little bit better with avoidance and a little bit better with people who went through enmeshment trauma. That's just what her specialty is. And when she saw the video, she's like, yeah, anxious attachment style. And what it was, after a couple seconds, the lady then smiled really big and went, hey guys, so this gentleman indicated he'd like to enter a romantic relationship with me. And I simply said back to him, that's something I'd like too, but if we were to do that, I would need to hear from you every day and every couple of hours every day. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel loved and I could potentially downward spiral and it just wouldn't feel good to me. If I'm going to be in a relationship, I need to know that that's there. And Kelly went, whoa, that's not blaming the past. That's not trying to clean up the past. That's not pre-paving the energy for the future, although that is a practice we do highly encourage. Pre-pave for the future. Who cares about the past? How do you want the future to feel? I want a boyfriend and I want to feel safe. I want lots of money and I want it to be fun and easy. How I make it, universe, show me the funnest, easiest way that I can make more money. More money is coming to me in a fun, easier way. Pre-pave the energy. We love pre-paving the energy. And then the lady on the TikTok, smiled even bigger and went, do you want to know what he said? He said, okay. Do you want to know what he does? He'll send me a little message or a little, hey, saw this flower, thought you might like it text. And he does it every day. He didn't try to shame me. He didn't try to guilt me. He didn't make fun of me. He was just, that's what would help you feel loved. And he did it. And that's when it came full circle for Kelly, which we hope it's coming full circle for you guys in watching this video. Can it be fun? Can it be entertaining? Is it a process of self-discovery? This is the high vibe way to look at cleaning up the past. Yes. Is it a way to change belief systems that you've been thinking of a very long time, a belief system that has a lot of momentum built up in it? Yes. For those of you who are a little lower vibe at it, you're, my parents this, my parents that. Can you just recognize, so that was my past. Up until today, that's the way that I've lived life. Maybe right here, right now, I can allow myself to live life and experience life in a whole new way. Maybe today could just be a day where I let my vibrations reset, where I let any belief systems, any thoughts that are taking me away from my desired life, I'm just going to allow them to pause, just to take a breath. Just a pause, a day where I'm pausing. I'm pausing right now. I'm just allowing myself to breathe. I'm just allowing myself to loosen up a little bit. All the muscles in my body relax and let go. Just allowing all the muscles of my body to relax and let go. The muscles in my stomach, the muscles behind my eyes, side of my eyes, my jaw. Just allow my muscles to let go. It's just going to be a day where I let the thoughts take a pause and I just allow myself to be at a neutral stance. Today is a day where I'm going to be neutral. I'm just putting on a hat of neutral. Today's a neutral day. I'm not going to get emotionally charged over anything. I'm just going to have a neutral day where I allow my thoughts, my belief systems to pause. And maybe I'll let my vibrations kind of just reset with this pause. This pause already feels kind of good. Just listening to this feels good. So maybe I'll let my vibrations kind of reset. Maybe I'll just let my default normal recalibrate to a neutral. My new default normal emotional vibrational set point is just a neutral set point. I'm just going to allow myself to have a neutral set point. I'm recalibrating, readjusting, realigning my vibrations, my thoughts, my belief systems to be calibrated to a neutral set point. It kind of feels good to be neutral. There's nothing from the past holding back. I'm just letting that slide off my back. I'm just dropping the weight off my back as I just allow myself to readjust, reacclimate, to course correct, to vibrationally realign. I'm realigning to a vibrational set point that's a little bit more neutral. I'm just allowing myself to vibrationally reset to a vibration that's a little bit more neutral. Neutral has a neutral feel to it. So I would like neutral to be my new default normal, my new default low set point. Because I'm allowing my vibrations to just vibrationally recalibrate and reset right now to just a little bit of a lighter feeling, a little bit of a more uplifting feeling, a little bit of a more calm mind feeling. I'm vibrationally resetting right here, right now, to allow myself to feel more empowered than I've ever allowed myself to feel before. Empowerment is a vibration that I'd like to feel a little bit more. Empowerment. It does feel good to start at neutral and to have a slight feeling of belief that I either know how to do this or I know how to learn this. I know how to read a book. Because all that's coming up for many of you, now that we've kind of cleaned up some of the energy a bit, where you are right here, right now, is you're just feeling a little frustrated. You're a little frustrated the good stuff hasn't come in yet. And it's because you believe that in having it, you will feel a certain way. And you feel frustrated that I want this feeling and I cannot have this feeling until this thing comes into my life. What a frustrating way to lead life. What a way to set yourself up for a frustrating life. I want to feel luxurious. I want to feel glam. I want to feel good. I want to feel relaxed. I can't have that until I have enough money for this. I can't have that until I can take that vacation. I can't have that until quarantine is lifted. You're setting yourself up to live in a frustrated. I could have been happy if he would have been 10% nicer and we had gotten married. So instead, I just feel a little frustrated that there's this thing that I think will be enjoyable that I can't quite enjoy yet. Of course, I feel a little frustrated. I want that thing. But right here, right now, I like that I'm allowing my flower, my plant, the plant of me, to grow gently, to grow softly. Do I sometimes add in miracle grow or little things that will boost the growth or maybe bring in some UV lights or whatever I think will help my plant get a boost that it needs? Yes. It's okay to sometimes quicken the pace. But I like that right here, right now, I'm taking on a softer approach to myself, a softer approach to how I think about myself, a softer approach to how I speak about myself, a softer approach to how I feel about myself. I'm just allowing my approach to myself to be a little bit softer, a little bit calmer, a little bit gentler. Calm, smooth, soft, gentle. Those are all feel good words, and feeling good feels good. So those are definitely approaches that I'd like to feel about myself, just a soft way about myself, a calm way about myself, a smooth way about myself. I'm doing enough. I'm making moves. I'm doing good things. I'd like to feel better about taking the steps I've been taking. I'd like to feel better about taking the steps I've been taking. Okay, so here's where it goes. Back to that frustration. You're still a little frustrated that's not an instant manifestation. And all is a lot of times if someone gets really good at manifesting or achieving goals, they have all of these that they brought down here from seed stage to full flower. So you have all of these experiences. And what you guys remember is you remember that last 10%. You don't remember the full journey. So here you are starting over at a brand new manifestation and you're not enjoying the journey. You're like, well, I tried. I made a video and no one signed up. I created a course. People said they were interested and no one signed up. It's a skill. When you were younger, you looked forward to every day practicing walking. You looked forward every day to practicing running. You looked forward every day to practicing running without mom and dad holding your hands. You looked forward to let's go play outside. When you were in school, you traced your ABCs. Then you did it with the dotted lines. Then you did it with just the dots, connect the dots. Then you practiced on your own. Look, I can write now. You were so okay with being willing to learn, with being willing to adapt. And for whatever reason, right here, right now, you find yourself stuck in this frustrating circle. You're on the loop of frustration. That's what we're going to tell Kelly to title that, the loop of frustration. High Vibe Monday. We hope that you listening to this and give it a share to your friends who think need to hear this. Break the cycle. This is the week where you're just allowing yourself to adjust and reacclimate, recalibrate to a new way of being. And that's one of being soft, gentle, kind, smooth with yourself so that you can allow yourself to take time to craft the new skill. If you're learning a new way to write, don't put pressure on yourself. Okay, this has to go out. Right. Oh, it's not right. It's not meeting all the step points the teacher said it has to meet. Go, all right, I'm just going to practice writing a post. I'm going to practice the opening sentence. I'm going to practice the opening sentence. I'm going to practice the concluding sentence. I'm just practicing. If you allow yourself that practice time, you're going to find your manifestation, bada bing, bada boom, unroll that much quicker. Because what's better? Getting that instant result of, oh, I took the course, I wrote a post, I made 10,000, 100,000, $1,000,000. But if you didn't develop that as a skill, what are you going to do when that money runs out? What about the person who takes the time to craft the skill, writes the post, earns the same kind of money, but because they took the time, sometimes it'll be before the post that makes money. Sometimes you could do some before the post, some after. Sometimes you could do it right away, and then as you're enjoying the money, then earn it. We're not saying you have to practice a lot before the manifestation comes in. We're saying, can you allow yourself to view this as a I'm developing this skill? For all of you who outgrowing family generational karma is hard, your biggest mindset switch is, oh, this my family lineage has led us up to here. All right, I'm looking around. My family lineage is definitely a little bit arguably behind other family lineages. I get to be the one to learn this though. And I love knowing that this is going to be an aspect in an area that's going to be easier if I choose to have children or the children I already have. They're going to have an easier time with this segment. It was the biggest mindset switch for Kelly, that she was stuffing cookie dough down her mouth or eating pizza. Not that she doesn't do that anymore, but it used to be with like a vengeance and almost daily. If my parents didn't take me to all those buffets when I was younger, this wouldn't be hard for me. And why is it too hard for me? And then she went, as she was sitting there, she looked out, she was on the kitchen floor, depressed, sopping mop. She was, oh shit, wait a second. This isn't the behaviors that I want. Pause. You want to eat all that cookie dough or all that pizza? Or do you want to wake up and recognize that I get to be the one to rewire this for my family? I get to be the one to develop a new relationship with food. I get to be the one. I get to be the one. You are supposed to outgrow your parents. If no one outgrew their parents, the first human, whether you believe in Adam and Eve or just poop, plop down or evolution, the first human, you think they just rub some sticks together and poof fire? No, they tried a lot. They tried a lot. A lot. And then they got it. Then they were, kids, come around, everyone else, watch me do it so you can do it. They were so excited at what oh my God, I did this. Hey guys, learn this skill. Learn this skill. Learn this skill. And then those little kids who saw him do that when they were, say, 5, and then they grow up to be 30, 40, 50, if they feel rain hitting their head, would you want them to go, at least we could build fire when it stops raining? No, they would go, well, what if we did something to stop the rain? Well, let's try these leaves. Oh, those halfway worked. Let's try these leaves. Oh, wow, these leaves work. Hey, guys, these leaves, I stayed 100% dry, and it was storming like crazy yesterday. You are supposed to outgrow your parents. Otherwise, you'd all be huddled around celebrating fire still. Now you're sending rockets to the moon, and now you're getting commercial moon in the process. You are supposed to outgrow your parents. So take a breath, release that, and just make a little promise to yourself. I'm going to connect to my source within me. I'm just going to allow myself to enjoy the journey a little bit more. That is our wish for you guys to hear this week. That was a good one. That was a long one. They normally don't go that long for High Vibe Monday. So yeah, y'all, leave me a comment afterwards what you thought about it, what your biggest takeaway was from that. I certainly hope this helps you guys get a high vibe this week. And of course, smash your manifestations. I do want to share really quickly that I am part of it's Manifesting Time Summit that's airing June 1st. And I'm so pumped to be about it. If you go to my YouTube channel, I posted a video about it. You just want to go to itsmanifestingtime.com/Kelly Lunt. I'll drop the link in the comments. And come hang out with us. Come hang out with me. There's me, Daniela. She's an Emmy Award-winning investigative journalist who's just discovered her passion for spiritualism and manifesting. And so she's gone and collected all these experts, international, from around the globe. I'm so honored to be part of it. And because she's combining her two passions, investigative journalism and spiritualism. So, and yeah, she asked some questions. She was It was, so that's the energy of it. What's the practical thing someone could do? Can you give me the exact affirmation? Can you give me the exact words to say? Can you give me the exact meditation? Like, she was really, I was really impressed with her with her interviewing ability when I was recording my portion of it. So if you guys go and sign up there's about 20 experts all around the globe. We have a guru from India, which of course I'm so excited about that. You have me. There's tons of people there, and everyone's giving away a free gift. Some people are giving away their book. I'm gifting everyone my 6 weeks to master law of attraction course. So you want to sign up for the summit, and then within the summit, you're going to have to sign up for my link within there, and then I email you the course as a gift. So it's kind of like win-win-win. Oh, and We Are One's already signed up. So yeah, I would love to see you guys there. Love you guys. I'll put the link in the comments after I end this video. Thank you, We Are One.